Okay, moving to the second part of the chapter, the black aeroplane. It's a really very simple story. No difficult words are there. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone, high up above the sleeping countryside, because he was flying from Paris to London. So obviously people were sleeping. So he was flying overhead. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. He was coming back to his home. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. You can imagine 1:30 in the morning. I should call Paris control room, I thought, as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane. I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I could see that there was the town, the city. I switched on the radio and said, I informed the control room, Paris control, Dakota, DS 088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. DS 088. I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 west now. DS 088 over. So he checked. I checked the map and the campus, switched over to my second and last fuel tank. I checked the fuel and turned to Dakota 12 west towards England. I'll be in time for breakfast. I calculated that I will land and I'll reach home by the time of the breakfast. I thought a good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me because I was nearing to England now when I saw the clouds. All of a sudden, there were clouds, storm clouds. The clouds were black as if the storm was about to start. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I was really shocked. I knew I could not fly up and over them. It was a difficult task, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around. If I am to pass a little bit time in the sky, flying around them to the north or south, to change my direction in the sky towards any other country, it was not possible because the fuel was not so much left now. I ought to go back to Paris. The only option was I should go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. The desire to meet my family, to have a breakfast with them, I wanted that breakfast. I'll take the risk, no problem, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. I entered that area where the storm was. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. There were dark clouds. It was possible to see. It was not impossible to see anything outside the airplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the campus. I could not believe because that campus, the compass was not working. Every other instrument was also not working. I was shocked. What to do now? No instrument was there. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. I would not, it would not work. The other instruments were all suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. I wanted to talk to Paris Control. Paris Control, can you hear me? There was no answer because of the bad weather. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was because I was in the storm now. I was lost in the storm, then in the black clouds quite near me. All of a sudden, I saw another aeroplane. Obviously, it will give you the strength, it will give you the courage, confidence. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying. How is it possible? The airplane was having no lights on the head, but still the pilot can see it flying. How is that possible? It flying quite near me. I saw another aeroplane. It had no light on the wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved as if he gave me a message. Follow me. He was saying, follow me. He knows that I'm lost. I thought he is trying to help me. Obviously it was a good chance. He turned his airplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. He was giving me the instruction, he was leading me. I was very happy to go behind that aeroplane, that strange one, like an obedient child. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now, there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota last time to fly over 5 or maximum you can say 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again because if the fuel finishes, you know, but then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. I was following him like an obedient child. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. It was the runway. Oh my god, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in that black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. No aeroplane was there, no pilot was there, there was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I couldn't sit anywhere. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control room because I was feeling sorry that I didn't thank the man from the control tower. I went and asked a woman in the control center where I was in the sky and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me surprisingly, strangely, because she was also shocked and then she laughed. Another aeroplane? Up there in this storm? You can say, no, other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in storm without lights? It was nothing but my confidence because I have taken the first flight in such a bad weather. It was just because I wanted to go home. I wanted to meet my family and have a breakfast with them. It was my confidence, it was my determination that I can fly through. So I flew because that was my confidence which I could see in form of that aeroplane there. That's all about the chapter.